Hey guys, it's me vexeval and welcome back to another video. And today in this Unity episode we're going to be doing basic building textures and trying to making basic environment around building a house or whatever. Now this is going to be pretty simple. We're just going to try to build a little environment for our building that we for the airplane and car ones. When we did. So I'm gonna load up our project we did in the last one. And if you haven't seen it, if this is a new video for you guys, you haven't seen this one before, one of the last videos, vehicles or airplane, actually already has these buildings in it. If you want to do that, if you want to go back and it has the download where you can download the file. But I'm just gonna simply make this a little bit better for our project. So first of all, I'm just gonna hit Control D to duplicate one of these buildings, and I'm just gonna kind of drag some more buildings around the town, even though they're not in a very even fashion, but it creates some variety of where they are. And alright, now it's time to get started. Now you notice I already have this grass texture on here, which is nice, but I'm gonna show you guys how to actually do that. Now to begin, let's start out with this building that the airplane starts on. I'm gonna select it by clicking on it, and to do this, we're gonna actually put together a little pack of tileable textures that you guys can use to try this out and put your textures on. So I'm actually gonna import that. Now I actually have that pulled up right here. And we got 4 different textures here. They're all high resolution textures that you can use for these. But if I'm just gonna select those and drag those in. I'll put the link. I'll put the link to the file download of these in the description. So if you want to use the ones that I have, then go ahead. I might have added a few more there by the end. But now that we have those images in here, those are pretty nice. But it's not exact. See, you can. Let me undo that real quick. You can just simply drag something like white bricks onto here, but you'll notice it will take this really, really big, wide look of it. It doesn't look natural at all. What we need to do here is we need to be able to select this, and we need to go down here into this texture. At the bottom of this list here on this building, you'll see this little texture name here. You want this little drop-down window next to the sphere. And we'll go down and you'll be able to see more textures here, more settings for it. Now you can mess with stuff like offset, color offsets and everything, but leave that as it is because we probably don't need that right now. But for now, what we want to see here is tiling. See, it says an X and Y tiling, and this is what we want to change. Now this is like how many units in Unity will it take before it actually duplicates and slides these next to each other. Oh, as it turns out, just one thing real quick, guys, you don't actually want this tiling down here in the secondary maps because that won't work. I accidentally clicked on that one there. We're actually gonna want the tiling up here where the X and Y. I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna set this to 100 and 100. Now that automatically makes it really hard to see, but as you can see, if you zoom in on it, there is actually some tiling texture going on here, but we want it to be slightly smaller, so I'm going to set this maybe 50 by 50. That will automatically make it a lot more viewable, but it seems to have some trouble there. So if I set that 10 by 10, that's maybe a little bit big, but it's actually just fine for what we need right now. Let's set that by 12 by 12. There we go. Now that looks a little bit more realistic. Now this kind of looks more like a building. I mean, of course, there's no shading or anything that makes it look realistic here. But let's see here, we got this here and it looks pretty nice. Let's start putting some more textures on these and see how they look. Now, I'm probably not going to use the carpet one yet, just because this carpet doesn't really work right in this situation, but I'm going to bring on this even more white brick texture into this thing here. I'm going to open this up, I'm going to go down tiling and pop that in as a 10-10 tile, and I'm actually going to kind of want that 5-5 so I can see more of it. There we go. Some textures need different tiling levels, but if you want to find more of these textures yourself, you can go online and make sure they're you can search for them, just making sure you write brick texture and then you can put tileable after it. And if the texture is tileable, it means that it can be overlapped next to it each other or whatever, and it will like look seamless if you place them next to each other. So yeah, let's just throw a whole bunch more on these, and throw just different ones on these and make them textured, even though these don't have too much tiling on them, which can be problematic, but it actually saves some of the tiling, I think, so you might have some trouble duplicating and changing those up. But if we try this out, it will probably actually look pretty decent. We fly around, it actually looks a lot more like a city than per se just a whole bunch of white buildings. So I just fly my plane around here. See if I can find it. There it is. If I fly my plane back up here, you can see it actually looks really nice. We got it. I mean, textures are hard to see. There's some tweaking that can be done, but my plane doesn't seem to want to work very well because the speed's still lowered. But you can see this, the textures on this place look pretty nice. But yeah, that's today's videos. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!